Hello and welcome. Let's be real. The IELTS reading test can feel super intimidating. But what if I told you there's a clear, straightforward path to hitting that band 5.0 score? Well, that's exactly what we're going to break down today.
You know that feeling, right? The clock is ticking, the passages look crazy long. Yeah, that anxiety is real. And trust me, if you felt that, you're definitely not alone. It's probably the most common feeling students have.
But here's the secret. The first step to actually beating the test is understanding why it feels so tough in the first place. Once you know the challenge, you can build a plan to conquer it. Okay, so let's break down this pressure cooker. It's all about the clock. You've got just 60 minutes. That's 1 hour to read 3 long passages and answer 40 questions. And this is the part that gets a lot of people. There is no extra time at the end to transfer your answers. None. It is a flat-out race against time. Now here's a little inside info about how the test is built. It's designed to get harder as you go. Passage 1, usually pretty manageable, talking about everyday stuff. But by the time you get to passage 3, you're looking at some heavy academic or scientific text. Knowing this, I mean really knowing this, is the key to playing it smart. All right, I want you to forget everything you think you know about this test. We're going to flip the script. Your goal is not to answer all 40 questions. No way. We're going to laser focus on a much, much smaller and totally achievable target. And here it is, 15. That's it. That's the magic number. To get a band 5.0, you don't need a perfect score. You just need to get somewhere between 15 and 22 answers right. I want you to let that sink in for a second. Our whole mission here is to find just 15 correct answers. So what does a band 5.0 score actually say about your English? It means you can get the main idea. It means you can find specific, simple facts. What it doesn't mean is that you understand every single complicated word or can answer those super deep analytical questions. We're not aiming for perfection here, we're aiming for practical skills. This right here, this is the mindset you need to adopt. It's not about being the fastest reader in the world. It's about being a strategic test taker. We're going to put our energy where it actually gets us points. Okay, so how in the world do we find those 15 answers? The good news is you don't need some secret, complicated system. All you need are a couple of really powerful, super simple tools. So in a full strategy, you'd use all 4 of these tools. But honestly, to get the biggest bang for your buck and find those first 15 points fast, we're going to zero in on just 2. Keyword highlighting and scanning. These are your game changers. All right, so what exactly is a keyword? I want you to think of them like signposts on a highway. They're the specific, unique words in a question, like a name, a date, a number, a place, that literally point you to where the answer is hiding in that big wall of text. Let's look at a typical question. How many square meters is a typical garden plot? Pretty straightforward, right? But watch what happens when we apply our first tool. And boom, look at that difference. By highlighting how many square meters and typical garden plot, you've basically created a search command for your brain. You're not just reading anymore, you're actively hunting for something very, very specific. Theory is great, but let's see this in action. Time to put the tools to work with a real piece of text. Okay, so here's a little snippet from a passage on community gardens. Somewhere in these 2 sentences is the answer we're looking for. All right, so there's our question again, this time as a multiple choice. We've already got our keywords locked and loaded. Now it's time to unleash our second secret weapon. And that weapon is scanning. Let's be super clear. Scanning is not reading. I repeat, you are not reading every word. You are on a search and find mission. Your eyes are just gliding across the text, looking for one thing and one thing only, those keywords you highlighted. And there it is. See how that works? Because you were scanning for typical plot size and square meters, your eyes just naturally stop right on the answer. You didn't have to waste time reading the whole thing. You went straight to the source and bam! The answer is obviously 10 square meters. Okay, so now you know the tools, but knowing isn't the same as doing, right? So let's wrap this up with a super simple, actionable plan that you can literally start using the second this is over. First things first, you've got to manage your time smartly. Since we know the passages get harder, it makes 0 sense to give them all equal time. So here's the pro move. Spend only about 15 minutes on that first easy passage. Go in, grab those easy points, and get out. This saves you more precious time for the harder stuff later on. Look, the real key to all of this is consistency. So here's a simple plan for your first week. It's totally manageable, just 15 or 20 minutes a day with one short passage. Your only job? Practice finding keywords and scanning. That's it. We're building a habit here, not trying to boil the ocean.
So there you have it. You've shifted your target to just 15 right answers, and you've got the two most powerful tools, keywords and scanning, to find them. You now have a rock-solid plan to go get those easy points. The only question left is, are you ready to see what other parts of this test you can conquer next?